So, let's take a look at Johanna, aka Pope Joan. Whatever you want to call her. Hello, beautiful. Wow. Those are some nice shoes. Oh, I can't wait to see the full sprite, dude. I am already loving this. Here we go. First Ascension. This, I assume, is the one you see in Chom and, you know, the banner, etc. The bluish outfit. No, it's not! There's this in between. Whoa, that's cool. That's very new. Oh, that's very Pope-like. Yeah, that is definitely a Pope right there. The hat and everything, yeah. Wow, I'm surprised they gave her this outfit, honestly. This is very tame. And definitely in character. Alright, so now we probably see the Ascension that, you know, everyone was already accustomed to since last year. Which, again, I'm surprised is Ascension 3. But you know what? Cool. There she is. Oh, she seems a bit more like Genki now. I see some leg as well, but you know what? I gotta resist. Ooh, the wink with the tongue? Ooh, okay. Okay. We gotta calm down, but okay. Alright, it's the fun part. Final Ascension. Ooh, what are we gonna get? Is it gonna be like non-lewd, do you think? Or is it gonna be lewd? Okay. Okay. It's non-lewd. There she is. Yeah, I would agree with the word wholesome here. It's fairly refreshing to see a female FA that is like no lewdness whatsoever. Like it is like 0% lewd. You can't even see the legs or the feet. There's nothing. Which, again, I'm honestly kind of happy about. A pure Ascension. There you go. Yes. Very Christian. Interesting. Oh, the skirt part is a bit transparent, huh? Interesting frills on the edges as well. And then one. Oh. Stay strong, dude. Look away. Two. Ah, yeah. This is the true Christian one. But I mean. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm thinking about. Okay. The Bible. Yes, she's holding a Bible. That's what I'm thinking about. Amazing. Don't get any weird ideas. So aesthetically, I'm kind of pleasantly surprised, honestly. She is not very lewd at all. Which, you know, refreshing for female servants. So while the designs might not be the craziest things I've ever seen, I like it. I like them in their simplicity. So I'll still give a thumbs up on the aesthetics. I like it overall. So then we're going to talk about the gameplay. Now as far as I know, she is an AoE ruler. And because I kind of saw her in combat earlier. I switched her out though, but I did see she has a bunch of arts icons. So I assume she's AoE arts. So attack, stat-wise, if she's supposed to be a DPS, which I think she is, ooh, that's pretty tough. It's a 10.1k attack on base level 90. Yeah, that is pretty low, huh? For an SSR, it's definitely on the low side. So that, in that sense, maybe not the best, but you know, maybe she does other stuff too. Now her deck, again, I'm not saying dick, okay, I'm saying deck. Just so people get that correct. What do we got? We got double arts, double quick. Interesting. I was almost expecting her to be triple arts. Hit counts, what are we working with? 4 on the quick, 3 on the arts, 3 on the buster, and 5 on the extra. Okay. Standard, good numbers. Now, let's move on to talk about the passives. Wow, there's like nothing. She has Magic Res EX, which is nice. A very ruler-like thing to have. So 25% debuff res. Very good. Needless to say, it's a very good one. And then Territory Creation, just a normal one on an A rank, which means she has a permanent 10% arts up. Again, considering she's arts, right? Very good. Very, very good. But then that's it, right? That's it. Pretty sure the final one is for the event. So, yeah. Wow, talk about basic passives for an SSR in 2023. Yeah, it kind of pales in comparison to Kukulkan, for instance, whose banner still is up, I believe. But you know what? Sometimes basic is fine too. Alright. What's her append? So it's an anti-rider append. considering she's mostly going to be neutral, I guess it's going to be worth it if you have the coins. And then the MP. Ooh, arts it is. Yes, yes, yes. So, first of all, she gets a anti-evil buff before damage for 1 turn. Is that what it is? Makes sense. Good Christian. Gotta purge all the evil of the world. And then does AoE damage, which also... Oh, it's a anti-man attribute modifier on the damage, which scales with her overcharge. Okay. And then finally... Oh, it's buff block. You're right, I'm stupid. Yeah, buff block, not debuff immune for self. Okay. Buff block. Hey, 1-time 3-turn buff block on AoE. Hey. That's actually pretty good. Okay. And because if the MP is spammable, it's even better. So MP is a 3-hitter. Fairly standard for AoE arts, I guess. Nothing crazy. And then it's a flat 50% anti-evil damage. But not just for the MP. It's a 1-turn buff, okay? So your follow-up cards after the MP as well will benefit from the anti-evil buff as well, which is cool. Then it's obviously a flat 1-time 3-turn buff AoE buff block. No scaling there either. And then the overcharge, the standard 150% anti-man damage up to 200% on max overcharge. Again, standard numbers, but I sound like a broken record at this point, but yeah, man attribute is amazing. It's the most common one of the attributes, so if you're going to have one of them, this is probably the best one to have if you want to land the most targets. And again, considering she's mostly going to be neutral, yeah, it's nice to have that flexibility. So, effects-wise at least, I would say the MP looks great. I think it's great. Looks like a really good MP effects-wise. So, while her stats might be a bit sad for a DPS, and her passives maybe not the best, but still fine, at least the MP effects-wise is still, like, you know, good. I like it. There's nothing bad about it. All the effects are good. So that's something to strive for. Alright, let's talk about skills. Couple of art icons. This one with a star absorb one. So, oh, it's AoE. So all allies have their arts card absorb buffed for 3 turns. Okay. And then also arts crit damage for 3 turns. And then gain stars every turn for self for 3 turns. So that's not AoE like Himiko, for instance. Only the first 2 effects. 6-turn cooldown. Ooh, wow! It's a 5k% absorb for 3 turns on AoE. Wow! Also, it's not AoE. I'm stupid. You're right. It's single target. I can't read clearly. Okay. Yeah, it's single target. Okay, no wonder it's 4 digits then. Okay, that makes way more sense. Wow, but still, that's basically gonna guarantee your stars to be landing on arts cards for the target. It's guaranteed. It's crazy. It's 5,000%. Every star, even if it's a berserker, every star is gonna go into the target's arts cards. Again, the uptime is not the best because the 6-turn cooldown, but you know, still, that's a big number. I'm surprised it's 4 digits instead of 3. And then the crit damage is also 100% for 3 turns for arts cards. Wow. 100%. Whoa. And then the self stars per turn is 10 per turn, which is pretty standard. Nothing crazy. It's standard, but wow. So, is she a support then, first and foremost? Even though she has a damaging MP? This is a great support, like, crit support skill for, like, arts crit servants. Now, I have to say this. I think arts tends to have the least crit potential of all the 3 card types. But there are some good arts crit DPS servants out there, though. That's not to say there aren't any. So, even though of the 3 card types, it tends to have the worst crit potential, maybe this is a step towards the direction that arts might be great for crits as well. Because, man, this skill is great, honestly. Then we have the arts icon. I wonder if this is targeted too. Would be cool. It might be self-only, considering she's also a DPS. Oh, this one is AoE. Okay, now I'm not misreading it. Okay, so all allies, 3 turns of arts up. Great. And now it's a debuff immune, I'm pretty sure, for 1-time 3 turns on all allies as well. Yes. And then a damage cut for 3 turns. And then also still charge own battery. Wow, that's a lot of stuff, man. Wow. So 7-turn cooldown. What do we have for numbers? So it's 3 AoE effects. And then a battery for self. 20% arts up. Okay. 1,000 damage cut. And there's no stacks. It's a flat 3-turn 1k damage cut. Wow. Wow, that's actually really good. Like, you can get hit as much as you want and you're still gonna keep it for 3 turns. Wow. So yeah, Tlaloc had like 2k, but hers was still capped to like, what, 3 hits? That's still amazing, but this one has no limit whatsoever. Wow. And then the one-time 3-turn debuff immune doesn't scale, of course. And then a 30% battery for self. I think there was a battery icon on the last skill as well, but she at least has this 30% as well. Okay, interesting. I kind of wish it was a 6-turn cooldown, but it probably has to be 7 turns, because that's a lot of really good stuff on one skill. This is a value bomb. Like, this does it all. This buffs your damage, this keeps you alive, this protects you from nasty debuffs, this charges her. Like, this does everything. So, I guess it kind of had to be 7 turns. I still would have loved to have seen 6 turns, but I still really like this skill. FX-wise is great. Oh, it's not a bad, it's a, like, MP per turn. I missed the, round arrow thing. Whoa, it's all allies get it for 3 turns. So all allies get MP per turn for 3 turns. So it's like Abigail in that sense. And then, also all allies attack up for 3 turns. Ooh, it's an 8-turn cooldown, though, for 2 effects. Ouch. Ouch. But what are the numbers have to be good then, right? 20% per turn and then 20% attack. Okay. I mean, those are some serious numbers for the MP per turn. Damn, that cooldown, though. Ouch. Ouch. So it's 2 effects. The attack is like whatever. On a 8-turn cooldown, 20% attack for 3 turns for the party, that kind of sucks. Is nothing great. But man, 20% MP per turn for 3 turns is fat. You might want to run her with Tammy or something for cooldown reduction, honestly. Couldn't they make it like 7 turns? Come on, dude, come on. So yeah, I guess in a way, she is more similar to Abigail than I originally realized, with, you know, these cooldowns as well. Okay. She can give you Absorb, Arts crit damage, Arts up, Attack up, and MP per turn. Wow. That's actually a lot of effects. Also, there's no MP damage on the kit, right? That's kind of awkward for Arts looping, right? That's the one thing that's missing there. Anyway, speaking of which, I think Jord actually has updated the sheet, which is very nice of him, so we should be able to see the looping numbers next. So, she can run Black Rail with 2k4 and double Castoria, much like her competition, so that is good. Also, apparently her gains are so good that she can even loop Berserkers. Okay. Oh yeah, and then the 20% per turn. Oh yeah, that helps a lot too. Yeah, for sure. Of course. Yeah, that makes sense. So, numbers-wise, I would say she looks to be very similar to Moriarty. There's barely any difference. On all the waves, they're like 3k apart, right? Like, they're near identical for numbers. Sadly, much like Moriarty, they still do lose to Queen Io at MP1. So, unless you have more MP levels, the free welfare is just gonna... it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. I had a feeling this was gonna be the case when I saw that she's gonna be like a bit more supporty as well. But yeah, it's not even close. Honestly, I'm not even sure if MP2 is enough either to beat this. It's hard to say. It might still be lower. I think it might still be lower. So you might need like a minimum of MP3 to even beat the welfare. That's tough, man. That's tough. So maybe for looping, she might not be the best choice ever, much like Moriarty. But hey, at least, unlike Moriarty, she seems to have presence in supporting at least, which is great. I actually am kind of excited to see how well she does like Arts crit supporting. So, I guess as some final words, gameplay stuff, farming, she doesn't seem to be amazing. Her numbers are quite not up there, especially compared to Io, who is a free welfare. But on paper, she seems to be good, especially for bosses. If you're doing like, if you bring another DPS with her, that's like an Arts DPS, I don't think it's going to be that great for herself to try and be that role, right? 1, she only has 2 Arts cards, and 2, her stats are low, and she's mostly going to be doing neutral damage anyway as a ruler. So that's why I think you should probably bring a second DPS that has, like, hopefully full class advantage over the affinity, and then a bit more focus on their Arts face cards as well. That might be her best case scenario. Would I say you need her? No. I can already tell. She's just a bonus. I don't think she's gonna be a must-roll for anyone, honestly. Like, sure, we don't really have great Arts crit supports, and she seems to do that okay. But even then, Arch is just the weakest card type for critting anyway, so it's not like it's needed, even then. So I feel like she's just a nice bonus to have, but definitely not mandatory, right? So there you go. I think that's gonna wrap up my first impression of Pope Johanna. So if you enjoyed this video, do be a solid and press the thumbs up button. And stay subscribed or subscribe if you have not to not miss out on future videos. There will be other stuff incoming. Next week is the start of the tier lists, hopefully. I know a lot of people have been waiting for those, so you don't have to wait for too long. Good luck if you're rolling for her. I hope you have the same luck as I did. And otherwise, I hope to see you in the next video episode.